Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here reviving the Basically Bullshit podcast.
We're kind of like Kiss,
Yeah.
but not as bad.
Then tour after episode 50.
You know,
I don't think
we're doing a one-night only event,
I
but it's probably going to be a couple more times.
I don't think it's more like this. I think it's more like the Rolling Stones.
So if you're not aware and you
Better
follow
lenses.
us, or you're following us fairly recently, we used to have a podcast that we used to do on a weekly basis. And the podcast used to last about 3 to 4 hours sometimes.
Yeah, that in retrospect, what the fuck were we?
A lot of
It was between 45 minutes and 3 hours.
A lot of people used to come who really weren't committed. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And people who were.
Let's not get into the psychological
No.
part.
Let's not name names.
We ended it for simple fact that we weren't getting anyone to really listen to it, and it seemed like a lost cause.
It wasn't worth it. We were putting a lot of effort into it. We were trying to get people's schedules aligned when they couldn't be bothered to do so. And personally, I think that's not fair to us.
Yeah, and
when
then also,
we're making sacrifices, we're making sacrifices to be here instead of watching sports.
okay, well,
not
not to name names.
Beyond that, besides that, we're kind of revising this. We're gonna kind of keep it a little more focused now.
Yeah.
So let's
no
get
3-hour tangents on game
Not their own
design.
tangents.
or
We're
inside
gonna
jokes.
keep it. We're gonna keep it nice, short,
there'll
to the
be-
point.
there'll
There'll be inside jokes, but
not as many, and not for 45 minutes each.
and
That's true.
the beautiful thing is because this won't be as often. They'll come when they come.
Yeah, we used to do this on a weekly basis. I think if this is successful, we might do this every 2 weeks. Maybe.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
every 2
because
weeks.
every week you get burned out. There's nothing new to talk about on a weekly basis. It's just easier if there's 2 weeks.
It kind of depends, because now that we're closer to E3,
Yeah, now, but let's say in January when nothing's announced, or March when nothing's announced.
That turkey was good.
Yeah, that turkey was
Hey,
real
that
good.
turkey was-
Hey, how about this Christmas?
That happened already.
Yeah.
Let's have another one.
Yeah, and then we'll go on some wild tangent about the turtle or something. But
Yes.
still, let's get to the point.
I
the
think-
primary reason we're bringing this back up is because E3 is exactly 1 week away.
Call this our pre-E3 show. One thing before we go into that, I want to mention that if you're wondering why we're posting this on YouTube specifically, first is because we have
actually have
subscribership
people.
there. People, if you're listening to this, you probably are subscribed, which we appreciate.
it's not the 2 people on iTunes. Which
Well,
is
no,
me
you know what the
and-
problem with I do want to touch on the fact that we haven't done this in a while, real quick. The problem with iTunes is it never really gave us a great idea of how many people were actually downloading the thing, and I mean maybe it was just the fact that we didn't know how to use it or we were doing something right, but.
Well, but besides that, at the time, we still didn't have the base we have now.
Yeah, oh no, definitely.
And-
From then to now, we've had a giant
growth.
Yeah.
And also, it's like there's a ton of gaming podcasts on there.
Right, and I mean, I think we offer something unique? Probably not, but we offer something that's real.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We
on the video
we
series.
can. Right, but at the same time, do we offer something that's really, really, really unique all the time? No.
No.
Now let's be honest. It's an industry that has a lot of people. It's oversaturated, and if you want to make it in this game, you have to have something that makes you unique.
Yep.
No. Do we have that? Maybe.
We have
Maybe
a
not.
But
We have enough of a user base now. We have enough people coming back and telling us, hey, you know what? I like this. I don't like this. We actually listen.
Yeah, and
We
like
try
the-
our hardest.
We like the comments, so please.
Yeah,
leave them
we
below.
really do, and I know a
anything-
lot of other people, a lot of other companies will say, subscribe, leave a comment. Well, and they don't do anything about it. We genuinely do. If you tell
read
us,
every single
we
comment.
read every single. We almost
Well, they read.
99% sure we reply to every single comment.
The only
and
ones
if
I
it's
don't-
not you, it's me. And sometimes
Yeah.
I'll do it from my own personal account. That's how far I'm willing to go.
I don't like to comment on ones that are negative because there's no reason for us flaming.
Right. No,
once
no.
in a while something comes up. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Once in a while, people, if you're gonna be really stupid about it, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
That's just my nature.
Yeah, but no, if it's genuine, like, hey, I love this game. There's a lot of videos that we've done where you didn't know what to say, and I went in knowing exactly what they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And answered, and we'll do that.
Comment
So,
writer.
So exactly the Common Writer one, where someone made a comment and I touched on it because I knew exactly what they were referring to. So what it comes down to is we do listen to the people. We do listen to any comments you leave, and that's one of the things that I think makes us a little more interesting if in the long run.
We're holding for attention.
That if you want something done, for example, in this case, and this is one of the reasons that I wanted to do this, if, for example, next week people are going and they're going to be looking online, they're going to be looking at different E3 websites, they're going to be looking up. Each person has a game that they want to do, right? Each person has a game that they say, this is a game that I'm interested in. And you might want to try and look up all the video you can. That's great. But a lot of these websites might not focus on it because they're focusing on the Battlefields, the Call of Duties.
Yep.
And, I want to know about the new My Little Pony, Super Sunshine Ultimate
Tycoon
2 that's coming out on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, not Black Ops Redux 3.
Exactly. And I'm looking online and I'm seeing that only a couple of websites are touching on it, and all the video that they have is crappy.
Like when we go to Konami, I'm gonna go to one of the guys and go, "Where the fuck is my Birds of Steel DLC?" a lot of subscribers are gonna agree with me.
That's one of the things, though. Here's a perfect example. The way it stands right now, and I'm hoping a lot of people are gonna hear this. A lot of people subscribe just because of the Birds of Steel.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people. I know I got a lot of friend requests. I got a lot of people who wanted to play with me, and I know that you got into it a lot more than I did. But that's one of the things. If we go up and we say, hey, can you give us details on Birds of Steel? You know who's going to be interested? Those 600 people, 500 people who watch us just for Birds of Steel.
Yeah, I have 27 videos of Birds of Steel, and some of them, as far as lately,
all of them have comments.
Yeah, lots of comments.
Because people like that. And we were one of the only, and
outlets.
I can see this with certainty, we were one of the only media outlets or people overall that were posting up quality video consistently. Yep. Nobody else is posting up anything from it. So that's one of the things that separates us. So I just really quick before we get into it, really on our personal thoughts, what we're going to be doing is we are attending E3 97% sure.
Yeah, but
unless things turn, unless personal stuff comes up, unless it's a 3% chance we will be going. And even then, fuck you, I'm going with Tim.
Yeah, I will take your pass.
I forgot he could do it. He'd drive you.
97% sure it looks like right now, like we are going to E3, and hopefully, we will be there next week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So when we do make it, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be posting up all the video that we take. We're going to be taking cameras, we're going to be taking audio recorders, trying to get interviews with people who we're particularly interested in. But we also want to hear from you, the subscribers, what you want to see. If you want to know about the new game from this company, blah, blah, just post it on Facebook, post it on our Twitter. We're going to be posting up the links. Bobby will take care of that.
Also, during just kind of an early thing, during the press conferences, we're
gonna be posting up.
We'll have a live. I'll be live tweeting,
and
on the
live
site
Facebook and live updates on the website as well. So we're gonna be tackling all of that. So if you're unable to access it, or you're at work, or you're at school, or you're busy taking care of your little sister,
you can check things.
You can check things there, and we'll try and link to all the trailers and everything we can. Last year we were able to get some exclusive trailers because we did get to go to E3, so we're going to be trying to keep on top of that. We're also going to be trying to get some swag and stuff like that, so we can do giveaways and a couple of game giveaways that we're looking into. So just to wrap up real quick, if you have any questions or comments, or you want us to look into something particularly at E3, make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Let us know through there. Send us an email. Let us know what you want to look at, and if you want to, let us know.
Just for Twitter, you gotta give them that at whatever.
It's at BN
Games.
BN Games.
Yeah.
And our Facebook is BN Games.
We'll get into that a little more. Long intro when decide.
Yes. Hey,
the website is
only 10 minutes.
The website is going to be turning 4 as of July 2nd.
Yay! Happy birthday.
So it'll be 4. Marco will be 21 as of tomorrow.
I didn't know you were supposed to be singing it for your own birthday.
I'm not singing for you. I'm
Forever alone.
Yeah, so just to do a little short recap, because this was a podcast we used to do. We're reviving it. It will be exclusively on YouTube on our channel for now. If we see
For now.
If we
That could
see,
change.
If you want us to put it on iTunes, let us know.
yeah, I already actually have a setup already pre-configured where I can actually restart up uploads to iTunes, but
there are some people who use Stitcher, so that could be something we could look into.
but
yeah,
every single mobile device uses YouTube these days, and
Or if it really came down to it, we can even offer it on as an MP3 download on an FTP. We'll figure something out. If you want it in a medium other than YouTube, let us know.
Yeah.
if you want it.
If you want.
Yeah.
All right, so as Marco was saying, this is our pre-E3 show 2012. Marco and Tim got to go last year as I was at a job
Interview.
thing. No,
He was busy.
It was a job interview. It wasn't the job he got.
It was a job interview, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a job interview.
They got to go. We got video. They got video we got stuff for trailers and stuff that we posted up.
Unfortunately, in retrospect, we were a bit unprepared because it just happened from a day to the next.
Besides that, it's like we got the passes in 20 minutes notice.
Yeah, exactly. It was a last minute kind of thing.
Both of them got to actually touch the beta
Wii U.
which was big.
Which was not bad. We've discussed this.
Though I did hear something. Isn't it being redesigned?
It's
now?
being redesigned.
Well, that's still speculation, but it's probably
it's
true.
being redesigned. The only from what I've seen, the only real thing that's changing. You know how it had the Wii kind of hexagon.
The nubs have changed.
Oh yeah.
You know how it wasn't a perfect circle? They fixed that. It's a perfect circle now.
Well, let's
It's some of the bullet
to
movement.
keep in format.
Yeah.
Because if you have listened to us before,
Yes.
we will get off on tangents. I'm gonna be our moderator. So
And it's fair enough, but he was just bringing up a point.
I want you not to get offended when I say we have to give.
No,
out
fair enough.
Okay.
And we have a tendency to do that,
Yes.
unfortunately.
So
No, but, I mean, it was kind of on point.
The very first one we're going to talk about, because it's the one that I'll be honest, I have the least interest in.
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
I guessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo 4. Now moving on to Sony.
I will. So let's get this out of the way.
Microsoft.
I'm completely Sony biased.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm
either.
not. I mean, you guys.
I'm not. I'm not.
I started out being open to the idea of both. I didn't have a PS3.
I gotta say, there are some games I do like to play on the Xbox a little better than the PlayStation.
There
Mainly
are some
racing
things,
games. I have to say the controller is a little more comfortable for
I
me
can't
for
say
racing
that far.
games.
I'm not a racing
And you're
yeah,
both
kind of guy, so I
and
can't
you're
really say.
both wrong.
no, like I say, Gran Turismo looks a lot better than anything like Forza.
Let's not turn this into what all I'm saying very simply
Yeah.
is it's the one that even regardless is probably the least because we're primarily a Sony
Sony, yeah.
platform here.
Right.
So it's not I'm not hating it, saying it's the worst thing in the world, but as someone who's owned 360 that Red Ring and stuff.
I wanna look at this. I've had 360s that have Red Ring too, and I mean, you can't really hold your bias against it. Really, you can't. It's unfair
and
to
Dashboard.
do so.
Well,
No, it's unfair to do
and
so
Frat
though.
Boys.
It's unfair
and
to do
Call
so
of Duty.
though. Really unfair to do so.
And Frat Boys.
Call of Duty
I'm
happens
sorry.
anyways.
For what we're
trying to do, it's unfair to look at it in a bias like.
You gotta take it as it's a platform. It's out there. people
Admittedly,
like
though, it is still the most disinteresting one because lately they've lost anything that they had that was really good.
Very little from a first party perspective.
From a first party perspective, you'll get your Call of Duty, you'll get your Medal of Honor, you'll get all your games that you're used to getting. You'll get them focusing. I think they're still going to try and focus on Connect, which I really think they should go away from. But if it's making them money, they're going to stick with it. Let's be honest.
It'll get bundled. It's going to get bundled.
The
every
one
single
thing
one,
that's
I'm
going to
sure.
touch on hardcore gamer stuff is going to be Halo 4. That's
Yeah.
it. That's what's going to take the crown.
Halo 4 is gonna steal Microsoft's press conference.
They have to show something incredible for it to do that, though.
You know why I kind of disagree with that? Not because I won't play Halo 4. It's because the last 2 times they've had Halo on that stage, they've completely dissed it. Like it was, oh yeah, by the way, we got this Halo. Like when Halo Anniversary came out,
Right.
almost no fanfare, almost nothing. There was
No.
like a short little clip.
No, but
done.
the same year they did the Halo 4, and Halo 4 did
Yeah.
get...
Kinda.
that was
They
a
both.
shocker.
Here's the thing: they revealed 2 Halo games. Halo Anniversary, they didn't really say what it was,
It wasn't a secret either.
and Halo 4 was
Still.
like, "What the
I mean,
fuck are you guys doing?
Halo
I thought
Anniv-
you were done."
Halo Anniversary last year, everyone... It was like the go. Everyone knew it was going to come out. Everyone knew it was getting re-released. Halo 4 was kind of like, oh my god, they're actually going to go through
Why,
with it.
what are you doing? I thought it was done. You
Yeah.
said it was done.
They said it was done. They, hinted at maybe a 4.
Yeah, and then you were
But
like, "Oh, sweet, we'll get a 4 on the next system." Not 4 now.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
That was like, what? Really?
Halo 4 didn't, Halo 4 didn't bottom out. Anniversary, I agree.
Halo 4 completely controllable Connect.
Shut your mouth.
Right.
I'm worried.
Well,
I'm worried enough. That it's not
Anniversary had
I know.
Master Chief, throw a grenade. Cortana, shut the fuck up.
Master Chief teabag.
You know it'll be in there.
No, I am of the opinion that they will once again, for any hardcore perspective, will completely focus on Modern Warfare. Period.
No,
Black Ops 2.
Wait.
I can agree. I
can agree. Yeah, I can agree.
I can agree. Call of Duty will be high up there, but Halo 4,
Halo,
since it
Halo
is
4
their
is the
own
only
first-
thing that they have that breaks them of anything else.
Yeah.
But like I
It's-
said last year,
they're gonna have gameplay.
they'll have gameplay. I'm not
They're
saying they
they're
won't.
gonna have
But
gameplay,
it's-
and it's gonna be
Okay,
their crown jewel.
Let's think of it this way.
Unless, and this is me being super pessimistic about it, unless they come out of the ballpark and say brand new IP. Here's the thing from Bungie, because Bungie,
Yeah.
especially
they
with
did.
the space thing.
They
that
did recently
people
announce
still
that they
don't know
have.
much about.
But
They
okay,
recently announced that Bungie has a 4-game title deal with Microsoft. If by some crazy chance they had any sort of work with that, and they just flipped it around, that's the only possible chance. That or Gears Classic, like Gears going back in time. They keep saying that they want to do like a prequel. Unless that happens, it's going to be Halo 4.
I think it's gonna be Black Ops 2 for the majority of their hardcore base.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yes.
then it's gonna be Connect bullshit.
Yeah,
Yes,
Connect-
and then their main thing will be Halo, though, still.
And then the frat boy will come out, and then Just Dance 5, and then he'll start doing the move, and then they'll do the
Just
Guile
Dance.
theme to it again,
Star Wars.
which was one of the best things when they did the Guile theme to it.
and I know you both disagree with this, and I know a lot of people probably disagree with it, but I do think there will be some mention of a new console.
No, absolutely not.
I think there will be.
Absolutely not. You know
I
why?
think there will be.
It's too soon. It's way.
How is it too soon? They've refreshed the system once already.
Because if they
So
were
is
to, if
so
they
is
were to
Sony.
do that, they would. Sony won't mention anything.
No, Sony
until
won't.
next year.
I know Sony
Microsoft-
won't. Nintendo already has.
Well,
I
that's
see
the thing.
Microsoft doing it.
I think Microsoft, personally, I think Microsoft's going to hold off and see. Let's see what Nintendo does. Because you think about it. If you think about it, Nintendo always plays it safe.
Yep.
Always plays it safe.
Yep.
They had backwards compatibility with the Wii. They didn't really, they don't. They give you enough to say you want this, and the hardcore Nintendo fan will be like, yes, I do, because
Nintendo's
it'll have
fans of-
Zelda and it'll have Mario. That's always a given. So they're probably gonna say, let's play it safe. Let's see what these guys are doing. They're revealing hardware already, and the Wii is still newer than the PS3 and the 360. It's newer than the PS3 by 2 days. It's newer than the 360 by a whole year. The fact that they're already ready to show off new hardware, even if it's just in addition to the Wii and just a power up, it's still an upgrade. I have a feeling.
I still think
They're gonna win it out.
let's push Nintendo aside because this is
I-
Well,
Microsoft
we're still going to
stuff.
touch on that.
I still believe somewhere that something will be mentioned of it.
They might
I
say
do.
they might say we're working on something, but I don't think they'll
They're
give
not.
any
There's
sort
no
of
video,
they
no
won't give-
specs.
They won't show you specs. They won't show you
I
video.
don't
They
know.
won't
I
even give
think
you.
they
We won't
might
hear
do
anything
something.
till
At the most-
GDC.
At the most, maybe a code name. At
No,
the most, maybe a code
I
name.
wouldn't even go that far.
I would say that's possible.
I would say at least a code name,
A code name,
possibly maybe
something
a little
to bite
more.
on, because all they have is Halo. All they have for you to look forward first party.
That's what we
is
know.
Halo.
That's what
Well,
we know.
it is what
That's
we know.
and isn't
but
this what we think?
I don't believe that at all. I believe it's going to be focused on Black Ops and Connect.
Black Ops.
Connect is first party
Black
for the
Ops,
most part.
Ops.
Connect, Halo 4, and maybe a code name for the system.
I know Black Ops will be heavy in it, but the thing is Black Ops has already been announced, so it's not like people don't know what's coming.
Gameplay. They'll do the first or second level, like they've done for the last
still
3 years.
Yeah, but it won't be
2-3
enough.
hour conference with just that.
And they did it last year, and they did it the year before. Remember, they pushed Connect
which
the
is
first
fine.
year.
No.
Second year was even worse.
Connect,
But
I know.
their announcement then was even still Halo
and
4,
the frat boys
Gears of War 3, and Halo Anniversary.
I doubt there's a Gears.
No, I'm just saying,
yeah.
last year, that was their big
Especially
3.
Because isn't Microsoft Studios also working with 343 on Halo?
Yes, sir.
So I doubt
And some of the
there would
Bungie
be-
people are coming back with 343 to work on Halo.
Yeah, well, that's why. I doubt you'd see anything from Gears, but, I mean, there's always that shocker possibility.
I have a
But-
I'm going to wrap it up with saying I think that what they're going to focus on, and we should each do this for each one. I'm going to wrap it up with thinking that their main thing is going to be Halo 4. They will do a big thing for Black Ops because they have that exclusivity where they can launch the maps first. They're probably going to touch on the fact that, we're going to release all the map packs early again and blah, blah, blah. We'll have a playable multiplayer demo, yada, yada date. Because think about it. They haven't done that for Call of Duty yet. They've done it for Halo. They haven't done it for Call of Duty. I think that's a real smart way to get people interested in it.
Maybe.
Multiplayer, people would fucking eat that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Exclusive to, I doubt it'll be on PSN, but exclusive to Gold Plus members, how many people do you know that are going to sign up for Plus? Even for just the 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get that. That would be real smart of Sony. But unfortunately, I think the way the contract, from what I remember hearing, Microsoft's probably going to get that. But still.
Oh, yeah.
So there'll be that. And then there'll be the Kinect. And then maybe some sort of code name for the new system. That's what I think. I don't know.
Timmy?
I don't know. To wrap it up for me, I mean, I know Halo's going to, either be the main event or it's going to just be, that's it. That's their showstopper. I still think they're going to release something about new hardware, be it a code name, maybe something a little more. I mean,
I have a feeling a code name would be enough.
It would be a long shot to say they might have some kind of demo of what it might look like. I don't know. Like I said, it's a long shot. It's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
And I mean, okay, I know it's gonna be. There's gonna be a heavy influence in Black Ops because they gotta push that. Hey, we're gonna have maps and all that early.
And they're probably
gonna
always do. They're probably also gonna have Medal of Honor.
And
just forgot that.
I do agree. I bet it will be semi-connect heavy. Especially, I'm sure they'll probably announce something about a bundle where it's going to have both, the systems with the Kinect. Hopefully, it's not a 4 gig. Hopefully, it's.
Didn't they recently have a 99?
Yeah.
Was that?
You have to sign up.
Yeah,
for
sign up
2
for
years of Xbox.
Right. No, I hear that. So it ends up being a lot more than 99, of course. But wasn't that still pretty recent SKU?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like that.
I just think that idea didn't fly too well. So I think there will be some kind of, that's it. We're just bundling Kinect with this, or a redesigned Kinect.
A 360 redesign with the Kinect built in. Honestly,
I doubt
I'm
that.
surprised they haven't done something like that.
I don't
already.
think they could, though, because
If
the camera has to be placed right, calibrated. If you put it in the system like that, it's way too hard to place.
Or maybe a smaller version of it. One that's
maybe.
less expensive. A price drop.
I could see
a price drop for the Kinect.
Kinect.
I see that $79.99.
I could see something.
There'll be a price drop on the console
Because
itself.
it's $149.99 for the Kinect right now, right?
No,
140.
I think
Yeah,
it dropped to 99.
Is it 99?
I think so. I don't know.
Shit. Well, who knows?
I don't
Maybe
know.
a price drop.
Either way, I could see either a price drop or a price
Redesign,
drop bundle,
smaller.
a redesign, something about the Kinect to make it more accessible to people.
Yeah.
And that's what I see coming from Microsoft this year.
I disagree with both of you. It's going to be Black Ops, little minor third-party games, Kinect. Kinect is the greatest thing ever for Microsoft.
I agree with the Kinect.
I agree with the Kinect.
Hey, this is my final wrap.
I don't.
Hey, well,
No. I
he
know.
interrupted
We
me,
talked
too.
about this. I agree with the Kinect. Keep going.
Oh, and there will be some Halo 4, but Halo 4 is going to is not. You know what? I see it as Halo is not what it was to Microsoft. Halo,
I think
when Halo 2 hit the stage, people paid attention.
Oh, yeah.
Halo
3
2
people
when they
paid
did
attention.
You know what?
No, not really.
Per-
It's kind of sort of.
I
was
think
not the same.
You're,
Not
you're,
nowhere
you're
near.
absolutely right. You're right. But the thing that they have this year is that this is the first time that they're doing it after seeing the series was over, and it's a new developer.
And it's
that's
also
the only real reason they'll have any sort of like. If this game tanks, you can bet your ass next E3 that shows it, nobody will give a fuck.
And
I still
also
don't think
another
they
thing
really
about
care.
it is this is basically Halo from scratch.
They don't want. I think they want the Xbox to be the Call of Duty box, almost 75%, and the other
Yeah,
25% is the Kinect part. And the reason why they're pushing Kinect is they want more people to have Kinect.
But
They don't give a rat's ass about the
thing
hardcore
is Halo
anymore.
put Xbox where it's at.
Yes, but that was also the Xbox, not the Xbox 360.
Even
The Xbox, the 360,
very first special edition 360 to come out was Halo 3.
It doesn't matter. The 360 really made its bones with Call of Duty 2, and it's been that way ever since.
I agree, but I still feel like if they don't push Halo or whatever other first party stuff they have, I mean, like I said, it could be that they don't push Halo as much as whatever else they reveal. I still feel like they have to have something first party for them to show so that they say we're still developing and we're still supporting the damn box we created, and it's not just a Call of Duty box. Hell, maybe imagine if they fucking bought out Infinity Ward or bought out the company that's
Respawn?
making. No, Respawn's working for EA now.
Yeah, that's right.
Imagine
That's right.
they bought up Treyarch. Imagine that. Just put that. I'm just saying, just put that into your head. They buy Treyarch and they have Treyarch exclusively making Call of Duty for the 360. That would steal the fucking show.
Yeah, but if
That would steal the show.
I'm sorry
for bad reason.
If something like that happened, we would know about it by now.
No,
would be
I don't
surprised.
think so.
The legal contracts are public domain.
Yeah, but you also the NDA would be like, you want to die.
Yeah, but like I
You
said,
can tell
the
anybody
legal,
about this.
the legal contracts
or
are,
maybe everything gets written up that day. They announce it and they write up all the legal documentation that day. If they want to keep something under wraps, everything leaks these days. Let's be honest. These days, if something doesn't leak, it's a little surprising.
If
Most
any-
of the shit that we find out a couple days to a couple weeks before.
Yeah, well, that's why if they did something though that major, it would have to be post.
Well,
post E3.
that's enough.
still.
That's enough of Microsoft because we pretty much have an idea what we think is going to be.
Nintendo.
And now Sony.
Nintendo. I think we should leave Sony
No,
last.
no, Nintendo
No?
last because that's the hotbed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because the
however.
Wii U is good. You know.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
All right, so
Sony.
what
Uh,
I want Sony to
Ridge Racer. Done.
do. I
Sorry.
I
Giant enemy crabs.
I have. I don't really. I know The Last of Us is going to be its showstopper. Obviously, that's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Last of Us, there'll be some gameplay. We'll see it. We'll all
Finally see,
take
'cause
shit where we sit.
I
I
still
know.
wonder what the hell is gonna be.
No, I think it's got a pretty clear
Well,
basis of what
I know
it is.
that, but you want to see more. You want to know more
It's
of
going.
what the story's
It's probably
going to be.
win all of the unless something really
Best of E3
unless
kind of
Half-Life fucking 3
Or Grand Theft Auto 5.
or Grand. Well,
Because-
let's.
I'll leave that for a bit.
I want to do mine first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think we should work in reverse.
yeah. Last of Us is a showstopper. Last one.
Definitely a game I think everyone wants to know about.
Yeah.
God of War will get a little more. Even though
They recently revealed multiplayer for that, right?
Yes,
They haven't shown any actual
they showed gameplay of it as multiplayer.
first person
Uh,
story stuff.
No. That's what I mean. They're
All
gonna show some
multiplayer.
they'll show
Okay,
some
that's what I'm saying.
they'll say stuff like the PSP, the Move, and the PS2 still sell strong.
Yeah, because they always do.
They'll show a sports montage from EA because EA is a little friendlier to Sony because Activision is in bed with Microsoft. They will probably show exclusive Medal of Honor gameplay on the PS3 because of that. Very likely. It's the stuff we don't know about. Now, the thing I'm hoping for is I own a Vita, and it's a beautiful piece of hardware.
Yes.
We've done a review. If you haven't seen it, go
It's
watch
great.
it. It's an hour long.
I haven't touched it.
And
I don't think either of us has.
I haven't really touched it recently because there are no more games for it.
And see, this is exactly what I was saying before it even came out. That its high point is that it's this pretty machine.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's beautiful hardware and all that. You can do so much with it, but then again, in all reality, it's kind of just another PSP.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far.
I kind of would. I mean, okay, it can do all these things, but then again, look, you're saying exactly what you said when you got your PSP.
Yeah, but the PSP I was never all that enthralled with. Vita, I was immediately, and I still am.
You could see the capabilities of it.
But that's the thing, though. Is like the PSP when it first came out had such promise, and it had such capability.
I don't know. I'm 50 with you, 50 with him, because I definitely see. I get very similar feelings with how I was with my PSP. Once I was done, it was like, oh, that was great. Unfortunately, though, they developed a lot faster for the Vita.
I know.
I mean, for the PSP.
No, I know that, but I'm not getting at the quality of what the game is.
Right.
I'm just saying that it is still another handheld on the go. And
no, that's what I'm 50 with you, 50 with him.
No, I know that.
I can see where it can go, and I know what it's capable of. And just the thought that Uncharted was a launch game. Uncharted is the bare minimum of what they can do with it. That makes me say, jeez, what the fuck is next?
Going on to what I was saying, I want to see a Vita games montage. I want to see even Call of Duty, because Call of Duty would make that thing sell.
Oh, they've already said that they're going to do it. You want to actually see it?
I want them to go, okay, this is Activision on the stage. I personally dislike Call of Duty.
But it would make it sell.
It would make it sell. And if that's what it takes, fuck it.
Black Ops crossplay with PS3 and 360.
Black Ops 2 on the Vita.
Yeah.
Side story.
Yeah. No. The main full fucking game.
But I mean, it would be a side story.
Yeah, they'll call it something else.
This is what happened when someone got massacred, but this is from this angle.
So it'd be like the DS version?
So when a nuke goes off, or two nukes, because this is Black Ops 2. Here's the nuke with someone being burned.
There's going to be a part where everything goes black.
Yes.
And there's going to be operations.
And it's going to be the second time. I want to see a Vita montage, and I want to see games. I like the idea that PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, whatever the fuck
is probably
on it. No, it is on it. They've already said it's
confirmed?
They've already said it's going to be.
Okay.
I like that the new Sly Cooper game is going to be on it. I like to hear these things. Resistance comes out
tomorrow. Yeah.
I like that. And that's a game. I will get that. I will have some video of it when I get it. Those are reasons for me to keep believing in it, and I believe in it. It is a strong... In fact, if the PlayStation 4 even had a similar OS, that would be wonderful. And if you take in consideration the PSP cross-media bar was what the PS3 used after, and you could kind of tell where they were thinking, it's very like when a PS4 eventually happens, it's going to be very similar. So, yes, there's plenty I'm still excited about. I haven't lost faith in it, but I need games for it. I need to put money into it. And I want to see more cross-platform. I'm happy about that. MotorStorm RC, perfect example. Really great. I like the fact that there was games that I bought previously. Hustle Kings, for example.
Right.
I'm not a big pool player, but I bought it for PSN, and then I got it for free for the Vita. And it's a game that was on there. I like that. I want to see more of that. Crossplay, I'm up and down about that. That all depends. If people have a Vita only and need to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken when that comes out, and they can play against people on PS3 and it's fair, I'm fine with that. That works. That is using the hardware in ways the PSP was never used, and it gives it a purpose. It's not its primary purpose, but it's there. But I need to see games for it. So my hope, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm hoping it does, is that they show games that are coming out, exclusive games that I will care about. And Infamous for the for the Vita, Infamous. What else? God of War. If there's God of War game,
there's got to be one.
Definitely,
the Vita.
There will be. I mean, even
Gran Turismo Vita.
There will be. Eventually, there will be
in 10 years.
That's about how long it took for the PS5.
5 just came out.
Half-Life 3.
5.
Yeah, I don't know with the Vita. I kind of just. I mean, okay, you want to see all that? I don't think it's gonna help it. I don't think it'll help it at all.
If you put games, people will buy it.
That's the thing.
If you put Call of Duty, people will buy it.
That's what people thought about the PSP
I'll have my thoughts
at the
on that
time.
in a second.
If Call of Duty, if they say you buy the Vita version, hear me out. If you buy the Vita version and you connect it to your PS3, you get exclusive guns, you get exclusive skins, you get exclusive something. Even a map. If they did a map alone, just a map, would sell gangbusters. You imagine GameStop, let's say GameStop because it's the most popular. Yeah. GameStop on launch night, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Vita
but
Side
I really
Edition.
only think it
People
would
will
go
spend-
towards people
People will
with
spend
Vitas.
$1,000.
I don't think so.
I guarantee you.
I
If they will
don't-
pay $300 fucking dollars for a piece of shit night goggles,
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again,
they will
that
spend it
is-
to get a second game.
I don't
On top of it.
unless they have a Vita already. I doubt they're gonna buy a Vita just for
It
that.
will-
Would be yes.
I want Timmy to go because I have my thoughts on this too, and I want to work.
Okay, well
reverse.
let me finish mine. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm not quite done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that. Here's the main question, and this is going to go between. Although Nintendo could obviously do this, I doubt it. Who is actually going to show Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay first?
that.
Who is going to have an on-stage demo? Now we can go the route that happened last year. There was footage of Battlefield 3
For PS3.
or there was, I forget what game came
Battlefield 3
out.
was
One game had a
PS3.
trailer on Microsoft's side.
Right, and it was
and
Battlefield.
actual-
It was
It was
and-
Battlefield.
Microsoft
They had
had Battlefield because they were pushing Call of Duty. PlayStation had Battlefield actual
Game-
where
the actual
gameplay.
It was like the first level where the
Okay,
building.
that's
comes
it.
down.
That's what I'm coming down to. It might be something like that. That
Yeah,
could happen as well.
I could see that.
Then we could have the complete wild card at this point.
Yeah.
Nintendo just say, "Well, we're going to show you Grand Theft Auto."
Well,
I really doubt.
check
I
this out.
don't think so.
I don't know, dude. Think about it. They're bringing out a new system. This is a perfect chance for them to say, "Hey,
We support
you-
third party.
You know how
Yeah.
we've always been the ones that play it safe? Well, look who's playing it safe this year."
You know,
And then they point to the other two and they say, "Fucking Grand Theft Auto 5 launching a week before on the Wii U."
I don't know.
Well, that's
Because
coming
one,
December,
I don't
so no.
think the Wii U
Or
is coming out.
here's a demo of it running on the Wii U right now.
Here's the thing, though.
Pop the disc.
I don't think I don't think the Wii U is coming out
Green
soon
screen.
enough. And second of all,
What do you mean it's not coming out? Oh, it's soon enough or soon?
soon enough.
Oh,
Christmas.
okay.
Christmas.
I think
Wii U
5
Christmas.
will.
They've already got a relative idea. They've
I know,
worked it
but
out.
I'm just saying. I believe 5 will come out before the Wii U is released. And second of all, Nintendo is really
yeah,
not,
but that doesn't mean that they can't have a version for the Wii U.
No, it's not saying that, but it's saying, oh, well, buy this game that you probably bought on your PS3.
Grand Theft Auto 5 launch day for the Wii U, and if the Wii U right now as it stands, from what we've heard, is more powerful, it has a card that this thing has. This
Well,
computer
I'm not
right
saying
here.
it wouldn't run it. And
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
saying,
I'm not saying it's even about running. If you have a higher end version of the game that you can run and you could buy it launch day with your Wii U, and let's say by some crazy chance they get smart again, Nintendo gets smart again, and actually has Mario or Zelda at launch day. There it is. They can make. They have the potential of making a lot of money, but we'll go down.
So those are the predictions. I think some games that won't get mentioned, sadly, Twisted Metal. I don't think it did well enough for them.
I don't think so.
Which is kind of sad considering it was
Especially
a big
the
thing.
story. I really want to know where that was gonna go.
Yeah,
I really hope that they have something.
Yeah, they'll announce more characters for PlayStation All Stars. Probably Crash Bandicoot. I'm feeling that.
Oh,
Drake,
Crash.
obviously.
Drake wearing the Crash Bandicoot
Infamous,
skin. I would buy
Cole
3
McGrath.
copies.
Infamous 3 will probably be announced very likely, which I'm fine with because I love to. I never finished Evil Side because I kind of got bored with it. I think Good Side, which is weird, was better in that game, whereas the opposite in the
Star Wars
first.
Battlefront 3.
You wish. Maybe an MMO might actually make an appearance. Maybe they'll actually announce Eve on the PS3.
Wow.
Maybe that would be a big thing.
That would be unexpected.
It would be a big thing because people would try it. I'm not saying the user base would stay there, but it would work. And then if it had complete cross integration with that,
Although I
Dust.
personally, I don't.
Dust, yeah.
I don't think they would want to get into the politics that Eve can create for their ecosystem. I don't think they would want to get into that because people are
They'll
stupid.
just say it's a client.
No,
Yeah,
you know how people are stupid.
They can easily get around that. That is the easiest thing to get around.
They can get around it, but people are still stupid, and they'll say, "Oh man, PS3, blah blah blah, has this game," and I don't know. It's possible, but who knows?
They could do it. I mean, if they put Final Fantasy 11 on the PS2, they could definitely.
Things I want to see: Valve on stage.
Yes.
Half-Life 3.
Even if not Half-Life
Exclusive
3,
to PS3.
just announce something.
It's not even coming out on Steam.
Left 4 Dead 3.
Sheesh. That what Timmy just said.
Left 4 Dead 3
If they announce
or Left 4 Dead. I've been saying it for a while.
2,
1 and 2 in a
pack.
In a pack.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. A new box. Call it the blue box.
The green
orange.
box.
No, orange box.
Left 4 Dead
Portal.
was green.
Yeah,
The green box.
you can call it the green box, the blue box. They can call it.
The blue box would be
Including
like
with Counter-Strike Go, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, and Portal 2 because Portal 2 is down so cheap that they can afford to throw
And
it in
seal
there.
comes with a free Steam key.
All 4 of the games come with a free Steam key.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. I would pay full price for that.
$70.
Yeah.
I
I don't know, something like that. Anything, even
Uh,
if it's not Half-Life, because I know everyone wants Half-Life 3, of course. If that happens this year, though, it's been so fucking hyped up that everyone's gonna just they're just gonna turn to like Jello.
I think that being that it's so hyped that it's gonna kind of run that kind of Duke Nukem realm where.
I just had kind of a funny thought. We're gonna show up and there's gonna be a giant E3 logo, right? And then you're gonna see stuff covering it before, like you can tell something's before the E, and then it's gonna fall and it's gonna say Half-Life, and then the E, and then 3.
if Half-Life 3 got announced anywhere,
The recession is
regardless.
over.
Yeah, basically.
The Great Depression is over.
The game industry would become a bubble again.
The gays, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but the gays in the streets will finally come to terms that everything's okay. The blacks and the whites, there will be world peace and a giant rainbow
all
and
forgiven.
unicorns.
Gabe,
And we'll all have waffles.
And we'll vote for Gabe Newell as leader of the world.
And as he stands on the moon,
And
looking down at us
but
from
Google-
a spaceport.
But Google will run its infrastructure.
All right, back on topic, please.
All right, Timmy, you do your Sony thing, predictions or wants, because I don't have predictions technically. It's kind of
I don't really have too many predictions. As far as like you said, I do think they're gonna try and push Vita more. I personally don't think it's gonna help. It's not that the hardware can't do it. It's not that the games aren't gonna be good. It's just I just see it as another PSP. It just a more advanced one. To me it's kind of just flatlining to that like the PSP. I don't know. I know they're going to push
still
it.
not doing as bad as the 3DS did in its first.
No. I'll give you that. I will say that it did do way better than that. But as far as you really taking off or going anywhere, thinking of the times, the PSP was basically what the Vita was for its time. So I don't know. I see them pushing it. I don't think personally it's going to help. But I don't know. I see a lot of exclusive games coming forward. Like you said, maybe possibly Infamous 3. Definitely they're going to push the PlayStation All-Stars.
If anything, I'm telling you right now, if anything could do it, Call of Duty, or let me make this last mention, Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5, I could see it, but
It would Grand Theft Auto 5 would do it. Combination both.
I could see these things pushing it a little bit. I could see them for a short burst, but nothing to actually give it that. Because look, God of War came out on the PSP.
That's
Grand Theft Auto came on the PSP.
Yeah, but it was shitty.
They were exactly what was out at the time.
No, they weren't.
Yes, it was.
The Grand Theft Auto experience on the PSP was severely lacking compared to the PS2. Dual analog, a lot of things were missing.
I know things were missing, but the thing is it in a sense the game itself was about the same.
I unfortunately I disagree with you that
Well, That's what I'm saying. This is my opinion. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's why God of War, all the big name titles have made an appearance on there pretty much, and it boosted it a little bit, but nothing huge and nothing to really prolong it. I don't know. That's my take on the Vita. I mean, I like what I see. I like what it can do. I just don't think people put that much time into those kind of games when you're just on the go. I mean, if you want to sit at home and do that, why not just play your PS3? I mean,
because a lot of them are married and have wives who watch stupid ass TV.
If they have a PS3, they're usually playing it. That's why they're
or
usually
the wives
fights.
are watching Netflix and watching stupid ass movies.
Well, again,
let me play this right here while you watch.
Nah, mijo, let me watch like Netflix. I should know. I should know, sir.
Well, whatever.
Ay, mijo, let me watch my Netflix.
Whatever. Like I said, that's my opinion on it. I mean, so far it's doing about
Real
what I
Housewives
thought it would
of
do.
Orange County or where the fuck.
Anyways, I
Felicity, is that still on?
And you talk about me interrupting?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You're talking shit about the Vita. We've already heard you.
Yeah, whatever.
Stop being an asshole to me.
Whatever. I think
Back on
think
track.
if anything's gonna get most of their time, I believe it'd be All Stars. Just for the fact, I believe that's good. They're kind of banking on probably the popularity of Smash Brothers. I severely think that's what they're kind of going for with it. So I really believe that's going to take up a big chunk of it.
Little big.
Besides all their standard, this is how we're doing in marketing and sales, like they always do.
Yeah. They're always very informative about that, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like 15 minutes of bar grabs
look,
and slides.
After the hack.
No,
what,
not the last two. Before that, they were infamous for that. Before.
No, but
not
I mean,
lately.
like the hack one is like they spent like over an hour
Yeah,
just
but
on that.
that was because they
It was I know it was damage
And
control.
they-
but
yeah.
No, I mean I don't know. I don't expect all that much from it. I mean, I believe the biggest thing is going to be PlayStation All Stars, The Last of Us, and I believe they're really going to push Vita. And I mean, who knows? They might try and revive the Move a little bit, but I don't.
I
see
think the
them
Move
going
is
too-
dead.
Yeah, I don't see them going too far with that. I could see them.
Sorcery
maybe a couple
came out,
things.
and we have heard very little of nothing of it. I need to get that still, but
Yeah,
there's very little, nothing about it.
Yeah, no, that's why. I mean, I could see them
No replay
possibly.
value at all.
That's what I've heard.
I could see them possibly
Unfortunately.
trying to push something in there, maybe to kind of match up with Kinect or the Wii, but I doubt it. But I mean, the three things I'm expecting is Last of Us, something major from that, PlayStation All Stars, big update of what they're doing with that or how it's going to go, possibly a release date, maybe, and then pushing the Vita. That's what I expect. To
Sony.
see.
Jet Moto 4. Get on it.
I would love to see that, especially with that guy's renderings.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Kotaku.
That definitely.
Now, just throw this one last final wild card out there before Marco goes.
Fifth one. I think he just played a Full House.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
With all the Final Fantasies that
I
they're
know.
trying to
I
work
know.
on. I mean, I would be shocked and amazed, and I know it won't happen at E3. I've got prayers to every god in the world that something of Versus 13
Even the
will
ones that
appear.
aren't on this world.
Vishnu.
All the Sith Lords and the Jedis. I hope, at least by Tokyo Game Show, that there will be something on Versus 13. Some tentative release date. It's something not saying it's scrapped.
Wait, they had stuff for 13-2 last year, right?
No, 13-2.
No, that's
Versus
not,
13, which has been in development
I-
since 13.
I know. I just
has
I
little
was
drops
just
of
asking because I
information.
didn't remember if they had anything for 13.
No.
In fact, you played some of 13-2 last year.
I have the game. We did
No.
a quick
Oh,
look.
no.
No.
At
At E3, that's right.
At
I
E3,
played the
that's
demo.
what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I
They
did
had it
play
at
the demo.
E3.
Yeah, they had it at E3.
You played the demo.
Yeah, they really weren't pushing it.
It was in the Sony booth.
Yeah, it was in the Sony
It was,
booth.
okay.
Yeah, it was also at Square's booth.
That's right.
But yeah, no, I got to play it there, but I mean, they weren't really pushing it. But Versus 13 is something a lot more people have a lot more interest in. I mean...
Remember it.
Yeah, that remember it. But I mean, if you're going to go for a long shot like that, then that's what I want to see. Throwing that out there.
Okay, Marco, let's give your turn.
Okay, so...
I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Jesus.
So, I mean, you guys both make really good points. Some I agree with, some I won't disagree with. I won't really touch on what I do or don't.
So he agrees with everything.
Yes. Yeah, I believe you're both right. Half-Life 3 will and won't be released. As Jeff Keighley said today.
Gabe Newell fights Kevin
Butler.
Kevin Butler.
Half-Life 3 will have all kinds of
so first of all, let me start off by saying thank you for reminding me. I hope Kevin Butler is at
an
E3.
all-star. Oh yeah.
I hope
he
he's
needs
there.
to be the head of the presser.
That would be great.
You know what would be good if he's like the voice of all the menus, or like tells you to fight.
Or if he introduced,
awesome.
you know what would be
I
cool?
can see that working.
Even if he doesn't show up for the whole presser, if he introduced people, you know how they always do an announcing voice?
And here's my boss. Boss Karai.
Here's the guy. Here's the guy that signs my paychecks. I love you, boss. Just okay.
Wasn't he a part of one of the conferences?
He was.
He only had
only
a little,
there for like a couple minutes. He's like, "Hey, I just came out to drink this delicious Coca-Cola."
Yeah.
That's all he did.
Yeah.
Like literally,
He had
that's
a little
it, and
speech.
then he left. So as for what I think, so number one, starting on the Vita, I do think that they will try and push the Vita a lot more. What I'm hoping for, honestly, here's the deal. There's a lot of great games on the Vita that they kind of tentatively announced and said, okay, we're looking into doing something like this, like
Bioshock.
Call of Duty, Bioshock, and I definitely do think that they will announce some sort of Call of Duty or, something along the lines of Call of Duty-esque that has some sort of cross-player or multiplayer aspect so that you do buy it. Hell, what I think would be really smart if they did, and this is kind of wishful thinking, if they had some sort of package where they said, all right, look, at this point, they're losing money on the gaming division. That's just the way it works out. They've already said it. They're losing money because they've invested so much time on mostly equipment. The Vita, the Move stuff, the TV, that all costs them a lot of money.
They're gonna bundle the TV with the PS3 and a Vita.
I mean, that would be something, but no. What I think would be smart. I don't know how smart this would be from a money perspective, but from an idea perspective, I see this being something interesting. If they had some sort of special bundle for games, where they said every game that we announce for the PS3 that has some sort of Vita counterpart, we're selling it to you for $75. Think about it.
Yeah, that would make sense. They did with the MLB.
Or $85, right? You buy the PS3 game, it comes with the disc and the Vita download voucher or the actual full game on the card.
I could see a download voucher, not a card.
Okay, well still, the card, I get that they'll make more money if they do a voucher, but still, something like that,
Well,
$85, because you're already paying $60 for Call of Duty Black Ops 2, right?
Yep.
So you pay $25 extra, you get that on top of it. It comes out as a deal to you as a consumer because you don't have to buy both separately. And I'm sure they can work some deal out where they make a little bit more money off of that. That would be something that I think would be interesting.
It would be, but then again, I agree it would be cool.
Right.
But then again, for certain games, like, okay, Black Ops, whoever buys it,
Right.
of course, they're going to want both.
Oh, sure.
But if you buy some other game,
I'll
just keep the voucher and just sell the game.
Right, no, I'm not saying it has to be for every game. They could still sell them separately. Because it makes sense.
I know that, but I'm just saying if they buy that, I don't know, I see it kind of
being a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But still, people will still
and people will
buy it over just the regular copy because it's cheaper. The one company, personally, I don't know if you guys agree here, the one company that I think could help them a lot is Capcom. We touched on this a little bit earlier today. If Capcom starts releasing some of the heavy hitters, Monster Hunter, all of their old Mega Man stuff, Tron Bond, there's a lot of games like Devil May Cry that are coming out that they have finalized and they have stuff for that they could really easily just release. Square as well.
Square would be their bigger.
Square and Capcom.
If Square could get its act together, Square could easily push them. But then again, they also have to kind of give them that exclusivity back.
If they announce Final Fantasy 14 as free to play as long as you buy the disc, if they announce Final Fantasy 7 Remake, if they actually do it, if they announce a Kingdom Hearts 3,
Oh yeah.
7.
it won't be exclusive because the Wii U's coming. Let's be honest.
I believe 7 and Kingdom Hearts, yes. 14, I doubt it.
I don't know. I think 14's dead. I don't think they'll bother with
think
it.
14 was dead really before it started.
If they make it free to play, where you just buy the disc and play the game, it could do something.
But the thing is Square has been working towards they let you play for free until they get the game back.
Sony has a deal with them specifically to do this.
I know. I don't see it happening.
If they're already losing money, if they can get revenue that way, and they make it kind of like other MMOs go, microtransaction, they can make their money back.
I don't see the community for 14.
It's going to be at a loss regardless. Look, people play Free Realm still. Okay?
Yeah, but
They will play Final Fantasy 14 if it comes out as free to play. People still play, what's the DC one?
Marvel DC Universe.
Perfect example. They released it. It's free to play. It's microtransaction. There is still community for it.
Yeah, but then again, it wasn't as bad as 14.
If they fix 14 when they release it.
Well, so
I don't know.
Coming down to that, I feel like if they get their act together, they could really help push the Vita a lot. I know a lot of people who are waiting to buy PSP Vita until Monster Hunter gets announced. That's exactly what they're waiting for.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no announcement. There's nothing, even in Japan. If anything sells PlayStation portables, PSPs, and PS3s, it is Monster Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
It is Sony's Pokemon. Hell, even on the 3DS, I think it outsold Pokemon for a really long time. I think it still does.
Probably to
Monster
some extent.
Hunter?
Probably to some extent.
It sold well on the Wii.
Yeah, no, I know.
It sold great. So that's one thing that I think Capcom needs to do. They need to have Capcom there announcing a Monster Hunter for the Vita with a special edition Vita. It's out soon enough to where they can afford to do it. They sell it as a bundle. They sell it for, say, $10-$20 cheaper. Special edition Vita. I think that would sell a lot of units.
Kind of playing
Diablo
off that,
3.
just one more thing I want to throw out there. One thing I believe we'll see there also is another color for the Vita.
Well, they already have a white one in Japan, right? So we might see that.
I see it coming to America. If not, like maybe blue or red, something.
Yeah.
I see another color coming.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get smart. They always seem to take years to get this right.
Well, because in the U.S., the patent laws, you actually have to repatent
Oh, is it?
everything.
Because I remember back in the Game Boy.
That's why.
It's per model. It's not. It's
per,
not like
per
okay,
specific SKU.
Yeah, it's not like okay, this is the actual product. We can release it in all
right.
this
It's per SKU.
We need okay. Here's black. Here's white.
And it
here's
needs to
red.
clear FCC laws and all that
it's
too.
Very expensive.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I remember back in the Game Boy days when you can get them any color you wanted. 64 days.
Yeah, and that was something Nintendo really pushed at the time because if you see their consoles still didn't do it. The Wii, I mean, not the Wii.
Even now they do it more than anyone else.
Not really.
Yeah, they do. How many colors of the Wii are there?
Oh yeah,
3.
How many
Red,
of the
white, black, blue? I believe there's a blue.
No,
one.
they don't have a blue. Not
There's
here, at
the
least.
red limited edition. There's the white and the black.
Isn't there like a gold one for Zelda?
No, but there was a controller.
And
they have the controllers and stuff. But I think compared to everyone else, at least here in the U.S.,
well, yeah,
in Japan, Japan is unfair because Japan always gets awesome stuff.
God damn it!
Let's be honest, Japan always gets awesome stuff. Here in the U.S. they have that, so that would be something. I mean, I definitely agree that would be cool, but I think Capcom and Square need to get on their A game if they want to make a lot of money. The Vita is the way to do it, and they really don't have to do that much work. They could just start re-releasing stuff.
Yeah, but kind of going off Square, I don't think, at least in the U.S. anyway, there will be, like I said, that exclusivity towards Sony, like they did with 13.
Well, still, and maybe no exclusivity, but it's still easy money that can be made, especially because for all intents and purposes, from what we've heard, they need the money.
Oh yeah.
So that's easy money that can be made. I to some degree I understand that Kingdom Hearts is a little bit tricky because of Disney and Buena Vista Games. Yeah, but they have some sort of contract with that kind of makes it hard for them to re-release on the Vita. But if they work that out, I'm sure the ultimate ends would justify the means. So I don't know. That's what I think for the Vita. I think they'll try and push it. They'll come up with some system where it's convenient for you to buy the PS3 game with the PlayStation Vita game, if it exists, a counterpart of it at least. That way they'll push sales and they'll make you say, hey, if I buy them together, I save money, and it costs them a lot less to produce rather than having to produce a whole separate system like that. That's just me, though.
You know,
I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of something. I got a survey from Sony
Right.
not too long ago.
And the other reason I say that is Sony tends to be the most playful with this. I don't know if you guys have noticed that they're open to ideas. They're the ones that usually think outside the box.
Yeah.
Not as square about it. So if anyone could do it, I think they would be pretty open to it.
But
what
no,
were you gonna say?
I was gonna say because it was some kind of thing I had gotten, and it dealt with both the PS3 and that. I think it's kind of a restructuring of Plus towards certain like Vita games, certain ones if you download them, you get them a little cheaper, or you might get them early. Some kind of new Plus plan.
The subscription will cost more to include PS3 and Vita.
I could see that, but like I said, like some of the things were like, okay, you might get it a week early, or you might get a digital copy. It'll be like $5-10 less, or you might institute a points program where
some reason where it benefits you to buy it.
I think there might be some.
That would be great because
that could be something
honestly
we could see.
They've been giving Plus is great. You pay the money, you get a lot of discounts, you get a lot of free games. They haven't really touched on it. Did they touch on it at all last E3?
Kind of, but not really.
Kind of, but not really. If they start saying, you know what, we want people to really join Plus, they need to start giving out actual exclusive stuff where you say, holy shit, only this person gets it, or blah, 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 or only we get it, like exclusive, like I said earlier. If they could somehow get an exclusive multiplayer demo for Call of Duty, or hell, even Battlefield, just exclusive to Gold members, you can bet your ass people would subscribe. People subscribed when Halo Reach beta went up.
Yep.
I knew people who went and bought live just to download it.
Yeah, no, I know.
You can bet your ass that people will do it. And then on top of it, it's not like you just bought it and then you have it for 3 months. No, you still get all your discounts. You still get everything. So
free games.
They can definitely get a lot of money back on Plus if they play their cards right. So there's that. I do think that we'll see a big heavy focus on PlayStation All-Stars. I'm hoping Kevin Butler gets revealed to be like the ultimate boss. I think it would just be funny if it were just him standing in front and he puts a glove on and you just fight his hand and then you just fight him. Like I don't know. I think that would be cool. And they're playful enough. Like
I just want the final boss to be like Andros, but just Kevin Butler's face.
Let's wrap up Sony because we're getting kind of
yeah. Well, I did, but you guys keep interrupting me. Let me wrap up real quick. Some sort of crossplay with the PlayStation Vita on that. I really want that to happen.
I'm sure that is.
Infamous 3, of course, they'll do all their big heavy stuff. If any sort of Valve announcement does get made, I don't care. Even if it's not Half-Life, I wouldn't mind getting Left 4 Dead 2, Left 4 Dead 1, hell, even a Left 4 Dead 3. I think they're great games, and I think the PS3 deserves it. Well, Portal 1 on it, that'd be something interesting, downloadable. But yeah, they're definitely the ones that can play around a lot with it. As for the Move, just to wrap up, I don't know. They've lost a lot of money on it. They might try one last hurrah, but I think it's dead.
So do I.
Yeah.
I also agree. I think it's dead, but I think if
they're
gonna
so
try
deep in the hole though that they're gonna try.
No, but besides that, I think if they're gonna try and reboot it anytime, this is like the last chance.
That's why this is the last real chance they have. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
Otherwise, I don't see anything about Move until the next console.
Nintendo, you start off, Marco.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so I think we should structure it for these guys because we have the 3DS, we have the Wii, we have the Wii U.
Yep.
Okay, so 3DS obviously they're gonna show Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're gonna show Pokemon.
And they're weird.
They're gonna show the Conquest because that's the one that's coming up first.
Yeah. No,
that's coming up in.
Conquest is coming out.
Conquest is coming out.
Black and White 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that weird with the.
RPG. the weird one with the anime.
It's basically kind of it's a historical to Japanese, like ancient, not ancient, but I don't even know how to put it. It's like the samurai days, kind of.
Yeah.
It's actually
Feudal.
Yeah, the feudal. They're exactly feudal. A lot of like the characters are actual historically correct.
Except with Pokemon.
Yeah, it's basically Pokemon and history mixed together.
My Pikachu sliced you with the samurai sword.
All right.
So they'll show that because that's coming out. They'll definitely touch on Black and White too. That just has to happen.
Yep.
Although, how much can they really touch on it because it hasn't even come out in Japan? I don't know.
Well, they would want to show that. If it hasn't come out in Japan, then they really would want to show
I don't know.
it
So
more.
maybe not that.
No, I can see trailers. I can
Yeah.
see
Trailer-
standard trailers saying,
trailer.
"Hey, this is coming."
Maybe even some exclusive footage that we haven't even seen in the Japanese one. You never know.
It would be.
Right.
That'd be
Okay.
really
So there's that. They won't show anything for Kingdom Hearts because that already came out. I was going to say that next. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a sequel to Kid Icarus. That sold.
No,
really
they've
well.
already said that they're not going to do that.
They're not. Okay.
Yeah,
it
I
didn't
read.
sell very well, and the reviews were horrible.
Okay. Oh, so there's got the 3DS is really kind of a wild card because there's so much stuff. There's so much third-party stuff that's supported really well. The one thing that I know will top that, Super Smash Brothers. I have a feeling they're finally going to show a demo
I
of it
do too.
being played.
I do too.
They announced it last year. Think about it. If they show every iteration of it, because they said there's going to be one for that, one for the Wii, and one for the Wii U, didn't they?
Not the Wii.
Not the Wii,
No,
but
Wii
one
U.
for that and the Wii
Wii
U.
U.
Okay.
Because
They'll-
I believe the 3DS one and the Wii U is supposed to have some kind of
Crossplay?
Crossplay. I'm not
So
sure.
they'll
exactly.
definitely show that.
Yeah, there is. They said that it was with crossplay.
Yeah, that's why I remember
They're
that.
definitely going to show that. That's going to be it. Because that's what people want. People want Smash Brothers,
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers 3DS. Or they'll have some really fucking smart play on 3DS. Third,
And that Snake.
Dual Strike.
Snake will come back.
Snake will come back. So, they'll have... Who else haven't they had that
Mega
would be
Man.
big? Mega Man.
Mega Man
Virgil.
was never really in any Nintendo games, though.
It's still Capcom.
Still.
You never know.
It's
Okami.
I don't know. Okami was PlayStation.
Who knows?
No,
Oh,
it wasn't-
maybe they have
it
some
wasn't
sort
Wii.
of...
Oh,
I don't
that's
know,
right.
but maybe they have some sort of thing... Because of Capcom? Because Capcom has them in their Capcom fighting games.
Ryu Hayabusa. Slicing Boria.
Considering that's mostly the Xbox.
Well, who knows? But
No.
they're definitely going to show that. They have to show that.
Yeah.
That's going to be their highlight. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed a proper Legend of Zelda on there. Wind Waker
on
2.
the 3DS?
Wind Waker 2. I'm calling it now.
I would play that.
Just think about it. Wind Waker was
well, there was a Wind Waker 2 technically.
I know, but I'm just
Minish
saying
Cap
proper Wind Waker with the proper
with the sea
camera
and everything.
and the sea and it just looks
The lion.
fucking beautiful. It's not it doesn't take very much to render. It would look really great in 3D because it's island, so it has a lot of depth, and it wouldn't take a lot for it to process. The bottom screen will work great as a map because it's mostly water and islands.
Yep.
I think that would be something that would be easy for them to do, that they're probably working on, that they could do.
Yep. Oh no, I agree.
Yeah, and I mean, I really don't think that they could show anything Zelda-wise that's super realistic because they'll want to leave that for the Wii U.
They haven't released a Zelda for the 3DS yet.
Ocarina of Time.
I mean, like
That's
a proper new title.
A proper new title. I think they'll do a proper new title.
Yeah.
And maybe it's even a portable one, but it'll look like a proper title, and it'll probably play like a proper title. So I think that, and just because I want it to finally happen, maybe they'll show some Star Fox that looks better than the last one did. You know what would be cool? A Pokemon Stadium kind of game on that,
yes, that would.
like a 3D Pokemon game.
That would be good, but I
I
think
like that.
that's kind of where Conquest is taking it.
Oh, well, I would like something like that. So as far as that, that's that. The Wii, this is where it gets tricky.
Heart sensor.
Well, they said the vitality sensor's tying into the
sensor?
Wii U. The vitality sensor's tying into the Wii U. So I think the vitality sensor on the Wii's dead.
I think it's dead in general.
I don't know what they'll show for the Wii.
Anima.
I don't. God. Wii P. That just. It's a game where you teach little kids how to pee in the toilet.
Hold
The Wii breathalyzer.
But you need to have the dongle at the end so you have proper aim.
It's stupid Wii Motion Plus.
It's gonna need the Motion Plus.
I don't think they're gonna touch on the Wii a lot. I really
don't. Yeah. Well,
if they're pushing the Wii U, I mean, I still have this tiny little part of me that thinks that the Wii U will still tie in with the Wii, just based on the name. I don't know why. Like, maybe, it'll be an upgrade. Like, not a new console, maybe an upgrade. I still have this little part, and I know it's mostly because of the name, what they're calling it. If it's a new system, you call it something else. You don't call it Xbox 360U, PS3U. That doesn't ring right. You know what I mean?
I
don't know.
I'll save my part for me.
Yeah, I'm saving my part for me.
I don't know. Something about it. I still have this, like, maybe 5% chance that it'll add on somehow. Do I think it'll be backwards compatible, the Wii U? I have a feeling it will. Nintendo tends to do that. The Wii, there's a lot of games in the library. It would be smart for them to do it. It doesn't take a lot to render because it's a really weak system. They're going to announce it. They're going to announce how much it'll cost. I have a feeling it will release by December. That would be really smart for them. It's going to be cheaper than most people are thinking, because they tend to do that. They tend to sell it at the price where they know it'll sell. There might even be a $10, $20 price drop on the 3DS. A new Monster Hunter game on the 3DS. That's what I forgot to say. New Monster Hunter in the 3DS.
There is going to be one on the 3DS.
Yeah. Oh, they'll show more of it.
Oh.
Because they know that's what they need to push. They'll announce the Monster Hunter, if not on the Wii. If they're going to touch on Wii at all, they'll announce it there. They're going to for sure show it on the Wii U. Proper HD Monster Hunter. Even if it's just a tech demo, I'm sure they're going to want Capcom all over that. They'll have release date, they'll have specs, and they'll have pricing, and I have a feeling it will release by the end of the year. And that's pretty much it. I mean, they're a real wild card. They'll have a bunch of crazy shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Nintendo's going to take the show kind of like they did last year, because, I mean, I hate to say it, but to me, Nintendo did kind of win last year. I do believe we're going to see a lot about the Wii U. I agree. I think it'll be out by Christmas. I do believe there will be a price point
3DS
release date. The 3DS...
Start off with the 3DS. I think we should
okay. Well,
go up to it.
Going on the 3DS, I believe there will be a redesign. I believe there will be a 2-joystick model coming out.
I forgot to mention that. Price drop. I have a feeling.
A price drop on the original model.
Maybe
I don't think there'd be too much. Well, there'll probably be a price drop on it. They'll probably also say.
Yeah, but also when you usually say a price drop, you think in your head a lot of money. I don't know. I think they'll drop it $20. I think if they could drop it $20, that's enough to offset it and say, hey, we're trying. It's still a system that is worth $100.
I think the way it's gonna go is they're probably gonna say we're discontinuing the DSIs.
Right.
Because, I mean, the 3DS plays them anyway, so I feel they're going to discontinue the DSi and the XL. I believe there will be a redesigned 3DS. A price drop, possibly, if, a price drop on the older model, they'll probably discontinue them and, just say, okay, well, there's a price drop on these, this one's coming out. Soon as these are gone, though, that's it.
Kind of a little quirk, just before you keep going. There probably will be a redesign. I'm calling this now just because I thought of it. They probably won't have a physical 3D slide sensor. I think if they're smart, they'll integrate it into the software because they had that whole thing where they wanted to have a parental lock on it, right? So why have a Switch if you can control it all through software? That's just kind of a random thought that
well, no, but I kind of have a counter thought to that because that if you're doing that, unless you really want to go into the menus and all that,
well, they'll make it easier.
No, but say either way, like if you're playing a game,
yeah,
like,
it's
I gotta turn
easy
this on, you gotta pause it and then you gotta do that. With the slider there, it's just easy.
Okay,
I doubt they would make it into the software like that. I think that
I always thought it looked a little cheesy with the slider personally, but still, that's just me. Okay, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't think there'd be too much on that. But I mean, I believe the only redesign is it might be a little bigger screens, definitely the dual joysticks. And that's it. I mean, I believe maybe there might be a new
Hopefully
Mario.
the damn thing will fit right in your hand and not feel retarded. I don't like how it feels.
I didn't mind how it felt.
I like how the DS Lite felt compared to
To me, the DSi, I even my 3DS, I never had a problem with that. But anyway, going beyond that, I believe there'll probably be a new Mario game.
Right.
I mean, there pretty much almost always is. As far as Star Fox goes...
Now, the question is, though, do you think it'll go based off of the Super Mario Land 3D style? Do you think they'll continue with that? Or will they try to do a Super Mario 64 / Sunshine kind of thing?
I think it's going to be more along Sunshine Galaxy. I think it's going to be more of a portable galaxy.
Right.
I don't think... I mean, it would be cool and smart if they went the other way, because I know that did real well. But I see it being kind of a galaxy, more of that.
More like
I can't say there will be a Mario, but, I mean, something just always tells you, oh...
Yoshi's Island.
There's going to be some Mario, and if it's not Mario for the 3DS, it'd be Mario for the Wii U.
Did they announce like a Paper Mario for the 3DS?
I
think so.
I think they
so.
did, actually.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I
I'm
think so.
thinking in my head that would work really well.
Yeah, I think
no,
they did.
Spatially?
I think they would. Like you said, possibly something for Zelda on the 3DS. I know somewhere I read, hints at a Wind Waker 2, though. I mean, that would kind of be the first Zelda to get a proper sequel. I doubt that would happen.
They don't have to call it Zelda 2 because technically he is right. The Minish Cap and the one with the train did kind of continue that.
Yeah, well, I
but
don't know.
I think it'll still be done in that art style.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
no, the
truly think
paper
that.
cell shade, yeah.
Minish Cap was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Minish Cap was great.
I
Four Swords also carries that.
I could see that. I could see something like that. I see them really doing something with Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I definitely see something
I think
like
that's
that.
going to be their crowning
Either a massive...
for the 3DS.
Yeah, either a massive crossplay on the 3DS or definitely something with the Wii U and the controller.
You know what would be easy for them to do? And it's a little out of the box from what I remember them doing. But if they just had all the developers or a bunch of people come on stage and just do a big fucking showdown. Imagine they increase the stages and have more than 4 players. Just imagine that 8
that would
players.
be something.
That would be changing it enough to where more people are interested in it, because then you throw in 4 extra players and bigger maps.
Yeah,
that just adds to it.
Yeah, I know.
think that would be great.
I could definitely see that. But then again, I mean, at a certain point, it gets a little too cluttered. Because
Right. Well, maybe not all the way up to 8, but more. 6. 6 would be great.
I think 6 at the most. I mean, 8 would be cool, but it kind of cluttered. I don't know.
Just because you keep reminding me of little things.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. The last thing, and then I'll shut up. I think they're really gonna touch on actually making sure that it works well as an online game. If they've learned their lesson, if they've learned their lesson and they want this new console to take off and they want it to work, I think they will say, we're gonna make sure that this thing works online.
I could see them trying to do a little
That's
better.
like Capcom releasing another fighting game and the netcode not working.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm shutting him down.
I see that happening. I don't know. I don't know about the online. So far with both the Wii and the DS, the 3DS, all their online stuff has never quite worked as well as it could. But yeah, no, I see them really pushing 3DS stuff because I mean it's not doing bad, it's not doing great, but I could see them doing it, especially with
Potential.
the redesign. Yeah, I see them trying to furthering its potential and lifespan.
With a Wii.
As far as the Wii is concerned, I think the Wii is pretty much dead in the water now. I know they're going to focus mostly on the Wii U. I believe you might see some stuff that it's going to come out on the Wii and maybe possibly Wii and then Wii U. I don't know. But, I mean, I see mostly seeing specs on the Wii U, release date. Definitely a lot more along those lines. Backwards compatibility, I think, will be a easy yes on it. I don't think there'll be any trouble with that. I think if the rumors are true and the redesigned controller, I bet we'll see that. And I mean that's kind of it. I mean, I know there's some other stuff I had thought about. I don't know. Wii's kind of going in that route.
So,
3DS.
My turn. 3DS. 3DS will get a redesign. It'll have twin analog nubs. probably will not support games that do not currently support it. Will not work with it, very likely. Twin Pad Pro, for example, like Resident Evil, unless they had those specs beforehand, which is possible, they won't. It needs twin.
You really think so?
Oh yeah.
Do you think they're gonna?
Nintendo has
Ocarina
abandoned their
of Time.
Nintendo has abandoned their games before in this manner.
I don't think so.
I think it's too early in the console life cycle, dude.
Why did they dropped the price early in the console?
Yeah,
life cycle?
because they wanted it to sell.
and they see that people's big critique is it has one analog.
Why would the games
It'd be
that
larger.
came out before not work?
No,
Possibly just because due to
I don't think so.
Incompatibility.
I think they would work.
It would be like a PSP game on the PSV. Just because the sticks there doesn't mean they don't
Yeah.
work.
no,
It just
it'll
doesn't-
work. I'm saying it won't support it.
Oh,
no,
yeah, you said it completely different.
No,
the way you made it. No, I'm sorry, but the way
I
you made it
understand.
sound
Like,
was that
it won't work at all.
Marco.
Oh.
No, you kind of made it sound like the games won't work at all.
No. It
okay,
won't
I
use.
get
It won't use the second analog.
I thought the same thing he thought.
No,
It's
no,
like,
no,
What
no.
the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
No, the second the second
it won't
one,
work.
it won't know it's there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on,
yeah,
that-
okay, that I agree.
That
Okay.
I could see. I mean, like
Price
he,
drop.
like he said,
There will be a
Vita.
slight price drop.
What do you think the range should be? I think $20.
$20 is what I was
Yeah,
thinking. They will announce some games. Nintendo will push for the 3DS a lot more than when we think. I think they really think
it's
that's
their
a
new Wii. I think
Yes.
that's how I like to look at it.
I don't really have much more to say about it. There will be Smash Brothers. They might show a trailer, but they won't show it playable. I think it's too early for that. I don't think we see that.
Do you think they'll show gameplay of it? Maybe not playable.
They'll show gameplay, not playable.
Yeah.
Trailer. The Wii, completely dead. They're going to ignore the Wii 100%. They're say the Wii still sells a lot. There's still software, but they will not announce any new titles.
It'll be like the PS2 with the PS3.
Well, I think they may have
PS2
some
with
kind of
Sony.
montage of filler before the U.
Now, this is where I completely disagree with both of you. Wii U will be $250. Wii U will not support Wii games. Wii U network capabilities will be better than the Wii and the 3DS, but Nintendo has not learned their lesson just based on the 3DS. And Wii Online functionality is going to be a child's game still. You still have to have friend codes.
I agree with the online price. I think it's going to be $300.
I
think
agree
it'll
with
be
the online
backwards
price?
compatible. No, I said I agree
online-
with the online. I don't think it's going to be any better.
The online is going to be a joke
Yeah.
compared to both the other consoles.
Yeah. I just don't see that.
I mean, can I say, is it possible? Nintendo does have a tendency to do that shit. I hope they don't do it.
Nintendo's
but
ego
the
is
games,
way
the
too
games,
big.
Yeah, I don't think the online will get any better. I think the price will be $300.
Games will have their own online stuff. They will continue to depend on the developer to create these lobbies and stuff,
Yeah.
and everything to be based off code in the game, not on the console's network.
Hopefully, if they're
software.
smart.
So the Wii U is going to be lacking in many ways. Now the Wii U, Nintendo will try to cater the fan base by bringing out some more hardcore games. If they bring out Star Fox for the Wii U and it's a pro for Star Fox, I will buy the Wii U on launch day.
Shadows of Lilac.
Yes, if it comes out and if Smash Brothers is day one, that system will sell.
Yeah.
Just being the Wii,
It's going to sell regardless.
Sell,
but
know.
that would be a push. So those are the two for me. I'm not completely against the system. I think they will definitely announce what the specs are. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Iwata will come out and actually announce what the specs are, spec for spec, and you'll sit there during the press conference and really, really try to hopefully hear what he's saying. No offense, but he talked about
The car is 6850 HD radio.
He was talking about, I think it was 3DS when it came out, and no offense, but I was like, why couldn't Reggie do this? No offense.
Well, Reggie might come on.
Reggie was too busy beating people up.
He was getting.
I'm sorry. I've heard he is such a friendly guy, but you just look at him.
I know. It's
he
like
wants to kick your ass.
Yes.
Yeah, he was getting his body ready. Yeah, no, I have to agree with Timmy though. He I'm sure he's the nicest guy in the world, but he looks like he would eat you.
I've talked to many people that have gone to like the GameSoft conferences and E3 that have actually talked to him and said he's like the nicest guy, But just to look at him, he looks like he wants to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
this
he
reminds me of Max Payne for some reason.
he kind of looks like Max Payne.
Yes.
Well, old Max Payne if he worked out and wasn't a scrawny.
Regardless,
Yeah.
Nintendo has not learned their lessons. Nintendo is still a little too up on their own ego about certain things. They still think they're right about certain things that they're not right about, and there's nothing for it. They're not going to release a proper network that is even partly reminiscent of Xbox Live or PlayStation Network.
And
I will be thoroughly surprised if that happens, but it won't.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
Nintendo dislikes third-party. Nintendo dislikes DLC. They've come out and said that DLC is what drives a lot of games in this day and age. I don't completely agree with it, but sometimes it helps. DLC for Skyrim, when that finally comes out, let's be honest, I'm gonna play it for hours and hours and hours.
It's not only Skyrim. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other games that you have bought and tons of DLC for.
Yeah.
Uncharted. I'm sure there's other ones. I don't want to go through the list right now.
That's a pretty big list.
Well, okay, Uncharted, Gran Turismo,
Grand Theft Auto. Well, Grand Theft Auto is justified.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
That's justified, though.
Let's just put it this way. Nintendo doesn't believe in it, but that is the way developers think. Now, personally, I'm not going to buy exclusives on the Wii U. If the Wii U is slightly more powerful, and slightly is relative, I'm still going to buy it for the PS3 first, very likely.
Yeah, well, see, that's where I kind of disagree. I don't think games like Grand Theft Auto are going to be on it.
Yes, they are. Assassin's Creed 3, for example, is going to be on the Wii U.
They've
said that.
It runs a lot better. It's proper 60 frames.
I don't know.
Everything
I don't. Yeah, but say a game like Grand Theft Auto with its like really high on the morality scale, I don't think you'll see on it.
They won't. They won't even put a goddamn Blu-ray. They won't even put a DVD player in it. It won't even have DVD. Still.
Yeah.
How many consoles? What was that? There was a Panasonic one that only came out in Japan as a GameCube that did it. But it wasn't an official Nintendo one.
It was a Panasonic one which had media playback capabilities, was silver with like a metallic kind of mirror finish. Yeah,
but it wasn't from Nintendo specifically.
It was Panasonic.
It's been since then. It doesn't even have a DVD player.
Yeah.
How do you win a market that bases their console on their complete entertainment package? Even the
Netflix.
even the Xbox 720, it's probably gonna have a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, that's one more thing I wanted to touch on that I just remembered. So, what he was saying, you don't name a console something and then just like Xbox U or whatever. And this is something Nintendo's also kind of famous for, even releasing a name and everything first. I do believe, and I know I don't think
we use the final name.
That's the thing.
I don't think we use the final name.
It's a massive long shot.
It doesn't.
I think they could rename it.
I think there's too much marketing.
I don't know.
Megaton.
Look, when the Wii came out, Revolution.
My body is ready.
But look,
Revolution.
When the Wii came out,
but Revolution didn't really have like marketing as Revolution.
No,
they just called it the code name. They officially said it's the code name.
No, but as it got closer to when they released the title Wii, Revolution was pretty much this is what it's going to be called.
I'm pretty sure it's Wii U.
And it was also like that for the Dolphin.
They want Wii because people associate Wii, and they say that Wii U is the step up because soccer moms and grandmothers and everyone.
It's a name association.
Exactly.
I know, but it's the same kind of thing when I thought about the PSP.
It's a double-edged sword.
I don't know. Like I said, it's a major long shot, I think, but
it's a double-edged sword.
There could
he's right. Bobby's right. It is definitely a name association, and Nintendo wants that. You have all the soccer moms that are like, "Oh, mijo, the Wii. Oh, yeah, there's a new one.
You
Wii
could say
U."
the same thing for the Vita. I mean, the
Vita.
The Vita could have been the PSP too. It's associated to what it is.
Yeah. Okay, that I agree with. That I do agree with.
It's the same situation.
But I'm just saying, it is name association. But at the same time, I'm with you where I'm kind of hoping it's not called the Wii U.
Hoping.
I'm like, because Wii U, no, really.
I mean, I see where they're going with it. I see how they're trying to connect it.
But at the same time, I'm thinking about it now. If they wanted to call it the Wii 2, that wouldn't sound right.
No.
That's kind of like Me Too. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just think, I mean, like I said, it's a long shot. I don't think it's going to happen. but it's something, hey, it could.
So,
But I do feel like it will have Grand Theft
so
Auto.
Nintendo network is gone.
Yeah.
It will play these mature games. Some have already been confirmed.
I know some have been confirmed.
Smash Brothers gameplay will be shown in
They
a
had
video
Grand Theft
format.
Auto on the DS, and it was
They had
pretty
Ninja
hardcore.
Gaiden on the DS also.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it.
And so, put that out of the way. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be a Wii U exclusive.
They won't touch on it.
Sony-
They will not even mention it. I doubt
maybe, but
if it is mentioned, I will give you $5.
oh, okay.
I severely doubt Kingdom Hearts 3 would be exclusive to
Maybe
the
not
Wii.
right
No,
now,
no,
but
no.
I think it will be after.
It might be. I don't think it. I don't
No,
really doubt it'll
I-
be announced though.
I don't think if anything,
They
I
won't
don't
even
think
say it.
I don't think it'll be. I know they won't even say it, but
Those words will not be muttered.
I don't think that would be.
You hope.
I don't.
Well, no, actually, you don't. You hope for the
I
opposite.
hope they do, but at the same time, I hope I'm right.
I don't think that would be exclusive
like-
on the Wii. I think if anything, it would be multiple platform.
No.
I don't think it would be exclusive. On
I don't
the Wii.
think so.
I just
I don't get that impression anymore.
I don't think it would be exclusive to the Wii, especially with all of the rest of them really coming out on Sony. I doubt.
And the DS and all the Nintendo.
No, I
handhelds.
said mostly. Most of them have
Mostly-
come out on.
Nintendo.
all the main ones have come out. All the main ones have come out for Sony.
Yeah.
All the main ones. All the side ones have come out. Majority
They really
of them
have-
for Nintendo
And they're
handhelds.
the newer ones.
This would be a great chance for them to flip that table and say, "Hey, by the way, now we got it."
I
I
it'll
have a
happen,
feeling
though.
he's right there,
I don't think it'll happen. I really.
but I don't think they'll mention it at all.
No, I don't think they'll mention it at all. But if they did, I doubt it would be exclusive.
Most of my stuff is stuff that I think is more realistic to Nintendo's past. I don't think Nintendo's learned a lesson. I think Nintendo's going to continue to do what Nintendo wants. Nintendo will still continue to be successful, but they will not be what they once were. And that's it.
Valve.
I don't even want to think about that because I don't believe that yet.
I don't with all the teasing. I mean, I think they'll show more for Counter-Strike Go.
Man, I'm kind of hoping Valve on like the day of, just as we're gonna have our own presser, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is it! This is my body's ready." They just show up, and it's just 2 hours of pictures of cats.
We're going to show Portal 2 is coming to the Wii U. Oh. Oh.
No,
And now
Here-
2 hours of pictures of cats.
here's the thing I could see it kind of going that that white stripes kind of thing. They have a press conference. They show one flash of that the Half-Life sign with the 3, and then they don't say shit, and the conference is over.
Half-Life 3, when it comes out, will be on the Wii U. Thank you very much. That's no questions. Run out the door.
It'll be like the newest episode of Metalocalypse where they release an album and they play the first note to the first song.
Timmy, how far are we?
92 minutes.
Wow. I think we're going to cut it here, gentlemen. So, final thoughts, Nintendo, quick.
Nintendo will push the Wii U and the 3DS. They might touch a little bit on the Wii. I really doubt it. I think they will give a proper release date. It'll be this year. I think it'll be about maybe $200 to $300.
Price drops.
Price drop on the 3DS.
Yep.
I think that's pretty unanimous.
$250, I'm guessing, for the Wii U.
I'm saying $200 to $300.
I'm saying 300 because they got to be still competitive with the Xbox 360 and the PS3,
and then
and
whatever
they can't-
could possibly come out in the future.
and they can't really let it lose money.
I think they learned hopefully they learned their lesson at least from the 3DS, and they don't release 300 because it won't sell.
I think it will for a home console.
For
I
a
think
home
it will.
console,
For a handheld, I agree.
It's more likely.
For a
Although
handheld, I
250
agree.
is probably the sweet spot just because of soccer moms. I'm really, I know you guys say otherwise. I'm really hoping that they've learned a lesson online, and they're realizing that until they get that shit straight, they won't be.
But
they won't
Friend codes
hard-
are
you
here
know
to
what though?
stay.
Being that you get the Wii U, I believe it's going to come with the controller. I don't think they can for 250. But then
Of
again,
course they can. They can lose the money.
I don't know. I think
Sony was
I
losing
think-
money all those couple years.
I'll go even this far. They'll even mention that friend codes are still in there on stage, and people will boo.
Man, that's balls.
I
don't know.
How
I'm
you
hoping,
connect to your friends with their friend code?
I'm hoping that they know better than that. I mean,
They don't.
They don't.
Here's the deal.
That's their system.
No, I'm hoping that they know better than to mention that on stage. It's fine. I'll give it to you that they might still do that. But if they're stupid enough to mention it on stage, if they get booed on stage, they're fucked. That's not good. But still, who knows what will happen? We'll find out next week.
I just think, if anything, it's to be $300. I think that because it's not much more than $250. I think it's going to be another ready out of the box thing with some kind of game.
That I do agree with.
I don't think
or a bundle
think,
of games. No, they'll get smart about it. They're not gonna give you a game. They'll give you a Wii Sports kind of game, which is like a bundle of games.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. It's going to come out of the box where you can play something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be out of the box.
That's that for that. So
I see it being $300 for that.
Microsoft, I think. Well, it's decided. It does. We don't know who's going to be the main one, but they will definitely touch on Halo, Call of Duty. They might announce a code name at least. I really doubt they'll announce hardware or any other specs on it. Maybe a code name for a new system. Connect up the ass, and maybe a little bit of third-party support.
Well, we will mention this. You guys can replay this podcast if you want to hear our opinions again.
Yeah.
I think it's time to end it. Everyone, thanks for listening. This was the Basically Bullshit podcast. We are back. This is revised. We might have special guests. Please stay tuned. We're going to try to have as much coverage as a small website can for this sort of stuff.
Facebook and Twitter.
Facebook and Twitter links will be at the bottom. Please join us on Twitter at least. We will be posting our thoughts and comments as things go on.
We'll be posting, just to get into specifics real quick, Monday and Tuesday, we will be covering the pressers as they're going on.
Those will be... We'll live tweet.
Those will be
Facebook
live tweeted,
updates.
Facebook updated, and
on
the site updated.
There will be a post on the site.
So there's that. Make sure you guys send us messages. Send us an email. Bobby at basicallynothing.com. Marco at bn-games.com. Tim at bn.
No,
basically
nothing. I'm the only one with the cool.
You can also
suckers.
Yeah, you can also either send tweets at bn games.
Facebook messages.
I'm going to put the links in the description below.
You can even put a YouTube comment here.
And
we'll
you know what we would like also is if you have video responses for the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
If you have a webcam and you have a webcam with a microphone or whatever, most laptops these days do. Any Mac you own this day
probably will.
Does. You can do a video response.
Let us know what you think.
Even if you disagree with us, post it up.
If you think Bobby's full of shit, because he is.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go take one and then I won't.
If you feel like talking shit to him for 10 minutes, you go. You knock your pretty little pants off.
Anyway, thanks for listening. More coming soon. We might do video in the future. Let us know if you want to see more of this. We think we're going to possibly do this every
2 to 3 weeks.
I'd say every 2 weeks.
Also, in the comments, let us know what you'd like to hear us talk about. If you got any suggestions or if anything you want us to cover.
Also, if you want us to die, I mean, I'm okay with this.
Also,
I need to know. Kill you for 6 years.
Just last reminder: Marco's birthday is tomorrow. He will be 21
in about 20 minutes, sir.
In about 20 minutes.
In about 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Birthday sucks.
Yeah, it's 11:45 right now.
Well, he's gonna get beat up right now. So
I don't want it. I have to go take a shit and run.
42 hits.
Combined. You can't run.
We're gonna aid you. Anyway. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. More coming soon. Please subscribe and let us know what you think.
Fuck, bounce it.